Hi, this is Mrs. A from Math A Matic. In today's video, you're going to learn how to convert decimals to fractions. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my videos. Now, let's have a review first about decimal, the place value of each number. So I have here 825 and 4,367 ten thousandths. Okay, this number 8 is what we called hundreds, on the hundreds place. 2 tens place and 5 ones place. On the right side of the decimal point, the number 4 is on the tenths place, THS, and that is 1 over 10. And 3 in the hundreds place, hundreds means 1 over 100. And 6 thousandths, and that is mean 1 over 1,000. And 7 ten thousandths. That is 1 over 10 thousandths. Now, how to rewrite decimal to fraction is first identify the place value of the last number in the decimal part. The place value will be the denominator. Then simplify if needed. Okay, so let's have this one again. So we're going to focus now on this part here. So let's say we only have 4. 4 means 4 over 10. If we have 43, which means the place value of the last digit, which is 3, is in the hundredths place, which means the denominator of 43 is 100. If we are going to have 436, 6, the place value is thousandths, and the denominator should be 1,000. So 436 over 1,000. And if we have 4,367 ten thousandths, which means we're going to divide that by 10 thousandths. Okay, so you need to remember that. Now, let's have an example. Converting decimals to fraction. We have here 5 tenths, or simply you can read as 0.5, but you need to identify the place value of 5. And this is in the tenths place. And this is, the denominator should be 10. And simply just write the numerator as 5. Just disregard the point. And then reduce this to the lowest term. You can think of a number or a common factor of 5 and 10, and that is 5. So you can divide 5 by 5 and 10 by 5, and that is equal to 1/2. So the fraction form of 5 tenths is equal to 1/2. Let's have another example. We have here 6 hundredths, or 0.06. So this is the tenths place, this is the hundredths place, which means the denominator now is 100. And then just write 6, disregard the zeros on the left side. And we have 6 over 100. And you can reduce this to lowest term, let's say by 2. If you have hard time thinking of a number that you can divide to both of them, you have a reference here. I used prime factorization here to get the greatest common factor. So here, simply 6 and 100, you can try 2 because you know it's an even number. And then if that's the first number that you thought will be the common factor to both of them, you can just simply reduce it again if it's not yet in lowest term. So let's say divided by 2. So we know that 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 100 divided by 2 is 50. This one is already in lowest term. Next, 0.525 or 525 ten thousandths. So which means tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, so now the denominator is 1,000. And just write 525 as numerator and reduce this to lowest term. You can divide this by 25, or you can also divide both numerator and denominator by 5. But once you divide by 5, the result will not be in lowest term yet. And then you can divide it again. But 25 will be the greatest common factor here of 525 and 1,000. Let's say 525. Let's say the common factor is 5. So you have 525 divided by 5 is 105. So 105 times 5. But 105 is not yet a prime number. So again, you can factor this as 21 times 5. And 21 is not a prime prime number. So 21 can be factored as 7 times 3. So times 5 times 5. Now, for 1,000, you know that 1,000 is 10 times 10 times 10. But 10 is not a prime number, so you can change that or you can find the factors of 10, which are prime. We have 2 times 5, 2 times 5, 2 times 5. So how many common factors here? So we have 5, 2, 5 there, and 2, 5 here, which means 5 times 5, that is 25. So we can divide now the numerator and the denominator by 25. And 525 divided by 25 is 21. And 1,000 divided by 25 is 40. Okay? Now, how about this one? 0.008 or 8 thousandths. So again, the denominator, the place value of 8 is in thousands, so it means that the denominator is 1,000. And the numerator is simply 8. And then, the common factor here is 8. There, you can refer to this. Okay, so divided by 8. So 8 divided by 8 and 1,000 divided by 8. And that is now 1 over 125. Okay, so we have here 2 times 2 times 2 for 8. And for 1,000, we know already that this is the prime factors of 1,000. So what are common? There are 3 pairs of 2, which means 2 times 2 times 2, and that is 8. Okay, now, what about if the decimal number includes a whole number? So let's say 2.5. A while ago, we just have zero point 0.5 or 5 tenths. But this time, we have 2 and 5 tenths. So we have here a whole number. So what are you going to do is same thing on how to reduce or how to convert a decimal to fractions in the decimal part here. But simply because we have a whole number here, what you're going to do is simply add that here. That makes mixed number. That makes it a mixed number. So what are you going to do is simply add also 2 on your final answer. And that is 2 and 1/2. 2 and 5 tenths means 2 and 1/2. Okay, let's have another one. Let's say 1 and 6 hundredths. So a while ago, I only have 6 hundredths. And I add 1 here, 1 and 6 hundredths. So simply, I'm just gonna add 1 here, add 1 in my final answer. Okay, so now I have here 5 and 525 thousandths. So converting the decimal is the same as what we did a while ago. Now you just going to add 5. Okay, and here we have 13 and 8 thousandths. The denominator again is thousand. So that is 8 over 1,000. And since there is a whole number 13, which means we just simply add 13 to the final answer here. Okay? So that's how you're going to convert decimals to fractions. Very easy, right? Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.